Well, hello, my beautiful YouTube family. This is Leo's spot lately, right in front of the heater in one of the dog beds, which means it is officially like wet and colder season. He is indoors near the heat all the time, and I just want to make sure that all the other animals are doing well before we dive right back into this living room renovation, which we're going to be working on the stove. We literally got that for free from our neighbor. Insane. Let's just make sure everyone else is as cozy as this dude. Things first, I cleaned out the triangle chicken coop, which have like the rooter hens in it. The other girls are really friendly. And I'm going to be kind of locking them up in that triangle because Bertha needs to go into the extension while I build out the second half of that chicken coop that we did last episode. A little dark in here since we did that extension, like I mentioned. So I'm going to take these down since it's weather protected. And yeah, see if it adds more light for them. Ooh, okay. Oh, this makes me so happy. This next part, none of us are going to be stoked on. I'm going to put some no-pick solution because I have a very brutal hen in here, but I'm not going to be like building 6,000 coops for everybody. That's just like not how it's going to go. So we're going to try this out and see if it helps at all because they're kind of getting messed up. Here's one of the more messed up ones, and you can kind of see her wings are red because one of the girls is picking it out. Now, my hair, this is crazy. I need to fix my seats up. Now let's fix the extension up to move Bertha into and just make sure she's nice and cozy and protected. This is actually really simple. They sell these at Tractor Supply. I'm pretty sure you can get them on Amazon as well. And you, yes ma'am, you can just drill. I know. It's way easier to get water this way. You'll have to ignore Sel. She's just excited. So you want to go ahead and pre-drill a hole. I can't with her. So you want to go ahead and pre-drill a hole towards the bottom of the bucket. I'm just explaining directions. Just peck their little heads in there, and it comes out and refills for them. After we made sure all of the girls were good to go in the rain that was to come, and we actually didn't get that much, thank goodness. We did some rainy day activities. We went down the hill to Black Lug Vintage, one of our favorite thrift store, and you can just tell, like, you can literally find anything here, and it has been one of my go-tos for decorating the house since I've gotten it. Aaron has an absolutely insane record collection, and he's never gone through the ones at Black Lug, so it's fun to watch him kind of go through while I bopped around, seeing if there's anything that I liked, like some new cowboy boots or what have you. Two very different items. We went even further down the hill to Whitewater Rock. It is one of our favorite places and our first time shopping there together. And you can just get lost. They have every type of brick, every type of stone. It's literally just like a sea of stone, brick, boulders, anything you can possibly think of. So it was a little overwhelming, but we finally made a decision. When we came back up the hill, we stopped at Home Depot and made sure to grab some materials to get the fireplace started. And we even got a tip from the garden section that we could run out and ask to buy a tree early, and it totally worked. All right, while I wait for Aaron to come home, I'm gonna just spend the day with the horses. I really need it. And the weather's actually gorgeous. And so let's just go ahead and do that. It was really fun to like have those rainy day events, grab all the material we need so we can get started. And him and I have both never done this before, so I'm very interested to see how it goes. I'm dragging the arena, and I just got thrown off the bike. I can't believe I wasn't recording it. But look at this metal thing that's in the ground. I am so happy that I just got caught up in it, because if this went into one of the horse's hooves while I was training, no way, no. I'm like, hello? What? Out of control. You breaking out, sir? Sir. No. We gotta make you a hook appointment. Have 90 feet, sir. Hi, Mike. It's the title that you bear, baby boy. So I was thinking, instead of working him, actually, we're just gonna go on a lovely hike together and get him out and about. I cannot with this pig. Sorry to interrupt, number one, pig. Number two, I wanted to let you know about the tool I'm going to be using over the next couple episodes, honestly, for the next couple of projects. It's called the MAGPIE TECH. It's a distance meter, angle finder, and level finder all in one, and it can literally fit right into your pocket. So I didn't want to be like whipping this out and you guys just being like, what are you using? So let me just show you how to use this real quick and how handy it is going to be with the next steps of the living room renovation. One thing about this house is it was built by a man off of a book. And yes, although, the rooms are standing, the rooms aren't straight, the walls are always wonky. And so measurements are always a little bit off. And another thing, I don't have Aaron here to hold the other side of the tape measure. So this is just gonna make my life so much easier. Big yawn. This is gonna make my life so much easier. Let me tell you more about it. This is the 3-in-1 QUBE Laser Distance Measurer from MAGPIE TECH. It's a crazy efficient gadget that combines a tape measure, level, and angle finder all in one compact cube. There are different functions to choose from, like distance or tape measure, angle, level, and I'm going to be mainly using the distance one to be measuring this room with complete ease. The green beam laser is so bright, so it's just easy to tell where you're pointing to measure, and there's a rotating screen, so when you are moving it around to get the measurement that you need, the screen rotates with you. Another thing that I personally love is that you can recall the measurements through the history on the back. So if you have forgotten one, you can just go back into the settings and recall the history and write it right on down. It also has a function to let you know when things are level with absolute precision, and it also has an angle finder as well, which is going to come in handy for this old wonky room. I don't know if anybody else feels my pain similarly when you're trying to take larger measurements by yourself and the measuring tape doesn't like go all the way, or it snaps or it pulls back or it doesn't line up properly. I just measured this room so quickly. I felt like I had a second pair of hands when measuring out this space, and that I could actually prep alone before Aaron were to get back from work. And if you guys actually want to add the MAGPIE TECH to your toolbox, it's at a discounted price until November 30th, and you can get that by clicking the link in my description box below. We are officially back in the living room and it feels so good. We ended up purchasing 900 pounds of rock that added up to be about $270, which is way less expensive than I anticipated. Erin and I are currently taping out the potential layout for the rock so we can come in and hopefully have some form of a plan by laying them out before we get them up onto the wall itself. When we started handling them, we noticed how dirty they were, so we opted to wash the front and the back of every single one, which helped us a lot because it brought the true color, the pattern, some of the lines coming through the rock itself really popped, so we could even have a better idea of how we want them up on the wall because now we can see everything that the rocks have to offer. Aaron and I were kind of giggling throughout the whole process of getting the rock because we misheard the guy. We thought he said it was $900 for the little amount that we had gotten, but in fact it was 900 pounds. We had no idea how to narrow it down, and a gentleman ended up suggesting a rock called Sierra Mist, which we have right here, is the original one that Aaron grabbed the larger pieces of and was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. Once we had the layout of the rock at the size that we thought we wanted, and we can kind of just work from there and see what we're working with now that it's just spewing about onto the floor, we move forward with finding the studs where the original fireplace was to be able to add some hardy backer to it. Not gonna lie, we were both getting really nervous after moving the rock. We're like, this is so heavy. What do you mean just a scratch and a mortar is gonna keep this on the wall? So we were kind of slowly just getting a little bit more doubtful of the DIY at hand. But we decided to move forward regardless. So we threw up that hardy backer board. We were going to be doing a frame popping out of the wall, but because the rock is already so thick, we just didn't see it was necessary as long as it was thoroughly supported into the studs. It was absolutely go time once we mixed the wheelbarrow of mortar. We just kind of threw ourselves at it. Looking back, we think that we should have made the mortar way thinner to create some solid lines, but what we did here actually has worked thus far, thank goodness. And when it came to putting the rock on the wall, we really just took our time, well, as much time as the mortar would allow, for us to kind of place pieces individually, hold them there until it would grab, and then move forward to the next row. This first half quickly got out of hand with the amount of mortar on the floor, with how we were doing it. Again, first timers, but I'm glad we powered through because it actually was holding and it looked stunning. Aaron ran out and grabbed some scrap pieces of wood of different sizes so we could use them as spacers because we didn't want it uniform. We really want the rawness of the material to show through the entire project. We decided to let that first half just sit because it really dawned on us how much weight was about to go on this wall. So we're like, let's just make sure this half makes it through the night and that everything dries completely. I kind of just got a little intense and started patching moments that I was seeing within the wall and added a fresh paint of coat, which seems completely backwards, but it was driving me nuts. And then we went and did the next half of the fireplace. This time around, instead of mixing a ton of mortar in the wheelbarrow, we just left it dry and scooped it into a smaller bucket and mixed it in batches, and it really allowed us to take way more time and it did not feel so stressful. It is pretty incredible to create the heart of the home with the heart of my life. Aw, mushy. But seriously, this is such an impactful moment of the home for us to design around and really gather like an idea of how we want to execute moving forward, because now we're like obsessed with incorporating rock. We are going to be focusing on the fireplace half of the living room, and Aaron and I decided that we are going to also build out the furniture for the space, which is so new to me. I am so stoked. So I will see you after the holiday, like pretty soon, for another DIY for us to wrap up this living room. I am just so excited for this series.
We need like twice as much.
We're doing it my way.